Welcome to Kotor, here from Paxa Ljubljana. I want to show you this amazing bay and the beauty of the sunrise. It's October and it's amazingly beautiful. I love it. Here's the harbor. 25 kilometers it goes up to Herzegovina and the open sea, and it's very beautiful and I love it really very much. I want to make a kind of Kotor declaration. What needs to be done to get this beautiful country into the European Union now in 2024, and it's absolutely doable. We did it for Romania and for Bulgaria, and it's absolutely the better policy than to wait another decade as the French seem to want it. It's a big mistake what Mr. Macron is doing to the Balkans and to Ukraine. He must be isolated and he must be contained. His policy of support for Russia and for Serbia is absolutely wrong, and we must support the NATO allies in the European Union. It must be Montenegro, Albania and North Macedonia very fast into the EU. It's the logical thing. And also it's logical to have Bosnia and Kosovo in NATO, and it's logical to have a fast-track enlargement of Ukraine, Moldova, Georgia and Bosnia and Kosovo for 2029. And then obviously if Serbia then joins the West, it is welcome as well, but it has to recognize of course Kosovo first. And Kosovo visa liberalization, again on the request of Serbia and Russia, postponed by France, is a big shame. And I'm very disappointed by the French. And here in Montenegro, what I call for a big coalition of all the pro-European parties together to form one coalition. And I call also for Podgorica to be the pro-European coalition led by the mayor, Mr. Vukovic, to be elected. This is the better policy, and we have to support also President Đukanović very clearly, because he is the reasonable choice. Why? Because he has supported Ukraine in NATO. He has been very strict in that. Even Albania has not done that. That's very good, Montenegro, very good, Macedonia, to be part of that coalition. Very good. And now we need to make sure that despite all the international accusations, many of them might be true or not, it's very important to support the stability and the progress and the pro-Western trajectory of this country with led by President Đukanović. This is very important, and I repeat, he has been the trusted man of the West, and there's a lot of smear campaign against him, but what we need now, it is very clear to have support for policy which brings Montenegro in the European Union, and later then there can be a continuation of the current political chaos, but we don't need the continuation of what we have seen from December 2020 to now. This was really an experiment which has failed, and we need now very stable pro-Western, pro-European, pro-NATO government led by President Đukanović and his political forces. This is very important. The decision is already now, next week, in the beautiful capital, and a similar coalition must then win also the parliamentarian elections and also then the presidential elections. And that's the very good policy. Germany and Austria and Italy and also America and the UK, NATO and all Western allies should support a pro-NATO coalition, a pro-EU coalition, and incentivize this with a very clear entry into the European Union for 2024. And I call for that, and I will make a similar declaration still in Sveti Stefan. I'm working now since 20 years for European Montenegro, since Mr. Vukotin brought me the first time to Montenegro in 2002, and I say it was a wonderful decision of him. I want to thank him, and I want to thank all the supporters I have in this beautiful country, and I hope it will be more and more. And I know it's difficult, but I know it's controversial. I know the politics is complex in this country, but I'm very clearly calling for a pro-Western, pro-NATO, pro-EU and pro-Western integration policy led by the trusted friends of the West. This is what we need, and this is what needs to be achieved. And I call to contain the French, the Serbs and the Russians, and I call to clearly help Montenegro and the NATO allies, Albania, North Macedonia, into the European Union in 2024, and this is the good policy. And by the way, visit Montenegro, see the beauty of this country. It is amazing, and I call for all of you to see that amazing place and to support the integration into the European Union, and also invest here. Visit if you want to make tourism. If you have money to invest, come here. If you are a EU official, please support EU integration. If you're a European politician, come here, see the beauty, and also support the pro-Western politicians of this country. Thanks a lot, and more to come here from Kotor. And I invite you, come here. It's amazing, and it is absolutely fantastic. And bye.